What's up, student? It's Mr. Nation and let's Playas. Welcome to the NayFul podcast, the Playas edition. SA.
Mic drop.
We are coming at you live at the Block Studios, Labtronic Solutions. And if you want to use these podcasting studios, you can send your email at admin@labtronicsol.com. I got confused. One suit. I got confused.
Is it not weird that like every time you do this introduction, it tone I change? Like, welcome to the NayFul podcast, SA podcast edition. Like, I'll change every time. Every time you speak, the tone is like the same.
Good that I practice.
You practice, ne?
Yeah.
We'll practice in namhlanje.
Like it. I practiced it before. Now it's like
It's in your head.
yes,
Oh.
yeah.
You look good, by the way.
Today,
Hey, you look good.
Mna?
Hey.
Yeah, you also look
Hey,
good
you
for
look good.
the.
Hey, look
Yeah,
bad, eh?
we are.
Hey.
Okay, masiqale siziqhobele nizandla.
Yeah.
Yabo. Kaloku. Whoa.
Unjuli.
So we would like to thank you guys for subscribing. We have promised you bana xa sifikelela ku-1,000 subscribers we're gonna do something, and something is still coming. We just want to clap hands ngoku for ourselves, for our dedication, from the team. From today in the studio we have sinabanye abantu that are not usually here. We call them to come through and eat with us. But man, I wanna ndifuna siqaleni siziqhobele izandla man, and then thank everyone else. We also have a champagne up. I don't know if there's a popa ngogo or at the end.
Somewhere between.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah.
Whenever we
Somewhere
feel like
we're-
champagne.
I think masiqale ngayo
1K
champagne.
subscribers.
Kwenzela sisibone basibanjani xa sifumene i-percentage, yabo.
Yo.
But let's clap hands for ourselves guys.
Yeah.
Presidential.
Presidential clap, presidential clap,
presidential clap.
presidential
You start slow and then
Yeah,
gradually.
Okay.
So 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah!
clap. Ela.
Yeah.
Pat yourself. Pat yourself.
Izandla zabazofika.
So suit yabantu.
So we would like to shout out to our sponsors for today. We have a lady, Tas Suits, who sponsored us with Ezisuti. We have Obuhle wearing green. Into le color yakho?
Burgundy.
Udwin.
Yeah?
Burgundy.
Into no.
Practice man.
But it's a beka.
Yeah.
Burgundy.
Umaroon kandi.
There's a difference. Liquid shades in the way.
Oh, so.
It's a different shade of maroon.
Chesa. Yo, no burgundy.
Those colors usibhalelwa kuyi xa umenye emtshatweni eziya.
Oh, thing. Put your burgundy and dusty pink. Msiano.
Yeah.
Msiano.
Behind the scenes. Yeah.
Also, we have Msiana wearing into la color yak.
Black.
It's black.
Black on black. I'm saying.
Like
People, they will
is
see the
actually
pictures.
producer
Katapa.
of
Yeah.
Blind Dates.
Oh, so yeah, that guy is no come la color la guy.
We don't know, but it's a brownish color way too.
Yeah, that's model.
The model, yeah, got Tas
Man, guys,
suits.
he need to properly introduce himself.
Oh,
Kudala,
yes, yes.
Fuluvela,
Oh,
Kudala.
yeah,
Ebene
my
Khala. This is Usia.
Usia Kola Sikonyela, our cameraman. Not producer.
Content researcher, bro, like outsourcer of.
Oh, okay,
of
okay,
the
yeah.
Blind Dates.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Ndobazana.
Producer ga Blind Dates.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if you are interested in being set up
Now
for a
single
blind date,
and you are looking for a man or a woman. Oh, I'm saying that because of
excited, Fuluvela, ka.
Bangathi nzita for nini? Yeah, sure. That's all.
But it's a tungo.
Yeah. Hayi akuthelwa ngesonto kuba yo.
Fiona is naturally having a camera.
Yeah, all right.
Focus,
okay. Yeah.
focus,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, all right. Sorry. Yeah.
Right.
You're getting
Vele
credit.
kahle ngo.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is Usia. So if you, where can people catch you if they want to be a part of Blind Dates?
Okay.
Thetha.
Ningandifumana ku WhatsApp or ninibhalele email kusiyakholwasigonyela@gmail.com or okanye ku WhatsApp inamba yami ithi 078 78 72864.
Baba,
What is
funny-
it? What?
Baba. 7, 8,
Blind
6,
dates.
8, 4.
So this guy plugged us with the lady that sponsored us with Ezisutsi, official model ya Payana, itini nazika yak. Or we'll put information.
screen, yeah.
If we are charter and you
Metric dance,
yeah,
all
metric
those
dance,
functions, yeah.
If you go to
Galatina,
a wedding.
going for a date.
Yeah.
What planning your date one?
Me formal food.
Next.
Yeah, if you're going for a date, man, whatever it is that needs a suit, we are going to interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're
Hey,
going
but what kind of interview how to do suit?
Bazaqesha, sozibaqesha effort.
Oh, akuzuthiwa iphethe yonke imali lo.
Oh, ufika phayana.
Uzase HR.
Uthi ungena pha madoda ndiyabulela molweni. Usole ubeka izinto zakho uthe hayi.
You remember that KFC advert of this guy who was eating a KFC nugget or something,
Yeah.
and then angena office eyobuza, and then the manager imbuze kuye, and then athatha hlaliswe pha. Nawangenzeka lonto kuthiwa, hey
Yeah.
boss.
And yabona for
Flex.
example,
I always feel so left out. Quick jokes in like, see, I don't know. They're like
2000
like we click here. So I'm waiting for him to come
The
to
punchline.
Okay.
Kai tifika.
But speaking of which, we are eating, of course.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lovely Mteza's Kitchen.
Tezza.
Yes.
Guys.
Shout out to Mteza,
Shout
man.
out to
Has been with us, man. Has been with us.
Inconsistent.
She said 500 subscribers. In fact, we were on
actually our
for
first-
something.
He was our
Yeah.
first sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to Mteza's Kitchen for always coming through with good food. I thought we were going to try out something different because we're always having burgers.
I don't know why. You know, big beggars and they like.
Ne?
Yeah, and
But the best part is, yeah, their burgers don't disappoint. They're always lovely. So if you're interested, so if you're interested on, trying out food from Teza's Kitchen, just contact the number on
the
screen.
screen,
Yeah, both
yeah.
sides.
Yes.
Somewhere here.
Yes.
They are based in Danzanekwa 5 or Southernwood. So it depends on where you are in East London.
Right
they
now,
do
they've
deliveries.
actually just moved to Vincent. So
Oh,
Yo,
Vincent,
congratulations.
that's fire.
Yeah.
So
Congratulations.
Vincent, let's go.
yeah,
As
so
that problem because
excitement.
Desperation.
And yes, classes selling champagne box of banjani.
Yeah, it's time to open the champagne. It's time to open the champagne.
Chaos nje ye podcast yanamhlanje.
Man, ukhona kwazi uyivula kuqala.
Yeah, I know how to.
Okay, hayi mbexesha inkubo.
I know how to.
Okay.
Inkubo.
Ngiyamngcolisa isisuthi zabantu kodwa. Yeah.
Bazakujaja kuqobo.
But yeah, indeed, thank you to all the people that came on board.
Yes,
and
man,
supported,
with this idea, yes.
The 1000 celebration of the NayFul podcast. And
Yeah.
more than even congratulating ourselves, thank you to everyone who subscribed and who shared. I know people have been sharing on
Yeah.
Facebook and other social media platforms.
Yes.
So shout out to you guys and even to every guest, man, that came through.
the show,
Because
yeah.
there's Playas edition and then there are guests that
yes.
Bekoshi himself hosts, and
Yes.
we've had wonderful guests, man.
Amazing people.
So,
Yeah, and also like the
shout out
people
to
who
everyone.
give reviews.
For a podcast
I
that
know.
started in July to be here at this moment,
Yeah.
imagine next year at this time.
And do you know what's crazy? I believe about we're gonna get to 1,000. 1,000 this soon.
it's about
Everything I know got
time.
December. Hey.
Let's
And we got here quicker than you thought. So that's
Shout
the
out.
thing.
Quicker than you thought.
Oh,
So
yes,
shout out
yes.
to everyone.
As a
And
tag, I must.
Tas Suits,
Guys,
thank
is
you for
it too soon to say
sponsoring
we're
us.
like the best podcast in
It's too soon.
so soon.
East London?
Yeah.
Calm down.
Let's
Calm
wait
down.
until let's trend.
No, besides that, let's wait till someone says
who are
that.
the best.
No, it shouldn't be a self-given title. Yeah.
Yeah, no box of welcome to the best.
Welcome to the best podcast in East London.
I mean, there are
I'm your
YouTube
host.
Creator Awards. It would be nice ngenye imini sifuthi ufumane email ethi uba Mr. Kosani, you have been invited to YouTube Creator Awards.
Oh.
That would be something. That would be.
But I don't think YouTube here, but speaker like a vernacular.
No, it takes everyone.
If we make the
Takes
numbers,
everyone.
if we make the
okay.
numbers,
See?
we're-
You
So
make
we
the
need the numbers. Okay,
You make the numbers, they
our
see that people are
this week.
engaging. So even to everyone who's watching, please do engage on the DMs,
on YouTube,
on the
actually
comment section.
comment,
Yeah,
share.
yeah. On the comment section.
Comment
if you
and
have any
share.
thoughts,
Yeah.
please share. If you want us to talk about something, I remember there's an episode quite a heated conversation.
Waphoswa. Okay, yeah.
It's behind us. We're new people. We're new people. We're
Renewed.
better people.
Since now we're on 1,000
We
subscribers.
are better people. And
Okay.
also, if there's anything I appreciate about the people that support us, I know there's Uswiti who's constantly giving reviews, and he reviews is like are not the, you guys are doing great. It's always
Constructive.
it's instructive. So every time she watches, she has something that she shares with us to improve. So shout out to you.
And shout out to Londre as well. It's all the Playas Edition episodes, this guy is always commenting.
Consistent.
Nice.
Yeah.
Number one comment.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Because even I speak closer to the mic. Before it was.
Yeah, before.
Hey, Tane. So shout out to you guys. We appreciate it.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. I don't do anything. So shout out to you guys. We really appreciate it.
So I wanted to ask you guys, Mana, now that we are closer to December, so November, how has 2023 been? Go.
You go
Okay,
first
wait,
and pick
sorry.
Who?
Are
It's
you asking us this question because of Kagweguvula?
don't need the proof.
Oh,
Oh, Nifule.
Nifule.
Okay.
Didn't-
So then after sit up, if you like it, they are jolly good fellows.
Is that a mandatory? Kuthendon?
Yeah.
Don't-
Yenziwa apha
whatever.
wona kaloku xa kuvulwa le way.
So every time umuntu toast afuneka they are jolly good fellow.
Kaloku ngude kuba siba yidansi.
Sayenza.
So yo, politika.
Okay.
No, we're gonna do it.
Okay, 3.
2,
1 nguwe kaloku.
1.
Okay, ndimut 3.
2.
1.
I'm saying ufuna ngolisa isutha abantu.
I said right.
Hey, the way.
Nazo.
Ancestors
official.
women.
And shout out to our champagne sponsor. Kuthenga shout out
Yes.
to
Sponsor, thank you so much.
Oh, sponsorship.
We
sponsorship.
appreciate you.
Oh, funa imali yakhe umthonga.
We appreciate you. We're gonna put it on the screen. Nimbone na, yeah. We appreciate you so much, bro. That's people we
Yo,
appreciate.
mkrapile. Shout out to yo Nyansile. Oh yeah, and also when dineshete and ndinxiba ngo2017 yabo. I thought isanilingana la shirt. Xa ndifika toilet kuvaka kungena xhosa ndifike entanyeni qha amanye amadibani ndamfowunela waza nesheti.
Cape ka Superman.
No, but shout out to Tas Kitchen.
Yeah.
You know, after recording late, he's always here, willing to take us home. So we really do appreciate you.
Yes, Tas Kitchen. Thixo akusikelela bhuti man. Yeah. Ngeke kwezinye indawo.
Khashu.
Yeah.
What
Cela uyiqedise. Yeah?
What is a celebration without shampompo?
Yes.
Imagine.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yenziwa half. Oh, ngiqala kancile kaloku.
Guys,
Igcwala.
guys.
Hayibo.
Kulate ngoku. Yapeya ngomso. Sizotya ngoku. Zosela ngoku.
On a very serious note, how has the year been, Obi?
Damn.
We're really
2023.
almost at the end of the year. Like, to really come to think about it, it's November,
end of the
bruh.
year. It is
Like,
the end.
yeah. In just 2 weeks' time, we are finished with November.
End of the function. Oh, sorry.
In the English. Awukagale neglasi.
Say L.
So, how has the year been?
It's been a roller coaster, man. I think if there's anything, kulo nyaka ndim autopilotile. Yabo, and ndiguwe kakhulu. I don't know how many times I walked into the studio. You can meet here in Goa, guys. Oh, yeah, bo.
Sorry.
I don't know how many times I've walked into as a studio. You can meet here in Goa, guys. I don't know how many times.
Just
What are we toasting to now?
Yeah?
Goa.
1,000 subscribers.
Okay.
Yeah, and to 5,000.
4,000 more on
Yes.
the way.
Cheers.
1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I can continue get with your goals.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I walked into the studio, just
Going through the most.
But man, it was quite the year, you know. It didn't swallow me. When 2022 ended, I was at my lowest, but Lonyaka can swallow shanga. In fact, I feel like my highs are on the way. Yes. And they're on the way. I had my first real, love. I had my first, that thing. So, yeah.
What thing?
That's that thing.
And my
Whatever
first
it
that
is.
thing. And I also had like the first like hectic heartbreak. And yeah, man, Lonyaka was very interesting. I don't want to say bad. I don't want to glorify the bads because it was bad, but it's also been good. And right now it is good. And I feel like it's going to get better. And I'm hoping it gets better. So, yeah, that was my year in a nutshell.
Ne?
Okay.
Yours?
How was
Yo,
no bimnandi lo bheka komthes.
This year has been the worst year of my life. 100% worst year of my life. I don't want to lie. Otherwise, the only thing I think...
In these 40 years that you have lived.
Yo. But I think the number 40 years. And yo.
Yeah.
Yeah? Wrong? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Continue.
But man, it has not been an easy one. Yeah, well, for example, I started the year off Dingana 8200 because Yamoshagala in the middle of a shoot when there's like a cut the expenses, and then on my previous studio 2 times and I lost everything trying to recoup, but then other things are happening but we keep going. I think a podcast has been a stress reliever for me to be honest. There's been a stress reliever. Otherwise, without this, I don't know where I would be at this point in time because of the stress. So now I continue like things are okay because this is where I relieve, this is where I laugh and then forget that and otherwise it's been a very difficult year.
That was our phone along with 011.
Yeah. It has been a very difficult year, but yeah, man, we move, man. I am a father, so I have to think for my daughter as well, the things that I do, and back then I would escape. I escape things when I see it's getting heated, it's getting difficult. Move to another one. But now I have to withstand the storm now. Because I'm not only living for myself, I have to take care of my daughter. I have to make sure she's proper and done. So yeah, it's been a difficult year, but we move, man. We move. We are hoping that next year this thing also will pay, so that but yeah, man. But the positive thing is that had all those things never happened, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be here.
Shout out to that.
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
I don't know if
the positive aspect of
champagne?
Oh, yes.
Making me teary. I don't know. I think it's a light. Hey.
Yeah?
You're cutting onions there.
Onions.
Just like onions this one.
It's been a difficult year, man. And I think also for everyone, man. I see a lot of people I like. A lot of people I used to, kick it with. Every time to banana can be sometimes how are you doing? You realize as much as you're going through whatever you're going through, they are also going through whatever they're going through. And for the most part, when you realize these things, you are grateful just nobody's corner into but just because they're happening sometimes is
reminder that
Kubetere
you're
ube alive.
Yeah, it's a reminder that you're
These
here,
things
you're in the
happening
fight.
than
Yes.
you having to escape and
Yeah.
yeah, bo. So yeah, and we started this on a very low note, very low. Otherwise, hey, I don't know, man, I don't know. But we
So like, you're such a great guy.
Goba.
No way, not as a person.
Uyabuza okanye
I'm
uyachaza?
telling you.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
telling
sure.
you.
Yes.
You know, Jembuteta, reflector back on your year, I'm realizing that you've actually had a really hectic year.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that has never been an excuse for you to be a dick. Like you've had so many problems.
You just wanted to say
walking
dick.
into-
Oh,
my
sorry.
gosh.
You
You've had so many problems walking into the studio, but
Yeah.
not once have you ever been like, oh, you know, you've never lashed out. And
Xa
I'm not
ukhona
saying
man
you're
ufuneka-
all the way,
yeah,
you know,
xa ukhona man
of
ufuneka-
lashing out, but you've never had that.
Yeah,
You've always remained like kind and just decent.
yeah, because that's who you are. Don't lose who you are through whatever you go through. Go through whatever you go through as the person that you are, so that when you get to the other side, you have not lost yourself in the store.
Yeah.
Wah! Ayasuthi, ayasuthi, ay, 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 it must come back, this one. It must come back. What even comes up here?
Hey, other side.
Nah.
Respect.
Msiana.
LLB.
It must come again.
LLB.
Yavela
LLB
ngoku.
support, yaphuma.
Graduate.
LLB.
Oh, yeah.
LLB support.
But how is the happy in go? Ngathi masukulibela.
How's your year?
Well, 2022.
2023.
2023.
Dr.
Yo,
Yeta,
kafani
Yes.
tringa komba beku-blind.
Oh, yes.
Yo, I started the year off a very terrible note, man. Yeah, there's a lot that had happened.
Yeah.
I'd lost quite a lot. Like,
Yeah.
people who know the story, I'd lost quite a lot. So I started the year off a very bad note.
Yes.
Hey, kwangathi kuyahlangana.
Yeah.
Ngathi kuyahlangana. Yo, kobuyela back to square one.
Yeah.
Sajonge loo nto leyo. And then, yeah, man, I think it has been, I think it has been a year of ups and downs, man.
Yeah.
I think there was a point whereby up at the block, I had like even consistent monthly clients. And hey, muka one. Next week, I'm going to email.
Yeah.
2 weeks' time, I'm going to oh, man, hey, that agreement here, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Omnye be prospect uqomba ya yabona amatyala ongenza wacima avuma sign phansi athi xa ibuya within 2 weeks athi hey bra godman
Yeah.
hey and congrats.
Facts. Yeah.
And one thing though that I've learned it's that there's that English proverb it's about don't count your chickens before the eggs hatch.
Yeah.
So I've learned that. So it has been a tough year, but I think I've learned a lot, man. Glonyaka. That's the positive thing that I can say. I think I've learned a lot, and there's so many things that I was passionate about. Yeah, funny enough, that but yeah, man, I don't like to dwell on that. One thing that I can say is that I've been able to be kept sustained kuyo yonke loo nto leyo.
Okay.
Since wafonelwa ngo-011 ndithini ke ngoku
Anayo.
And you know, I think I was chatting with you in Singalendo and said to her, the thing is now when you are working and you are trying to build something, there's the perception of money, especially behind the work that we do.
Yeah.
There's the perception of money. And sometimes what makes it difficult is that because people look and they're like, he's making it.
Yeah.
And ube ungeyona la type ithanda usizwa because and yonga la type ithanda usizwa konzima.
Yeah.
So and you go through all of that and people think that he has arrived.
Yeah.
Fikile.
Yeah.
And they don't know.
Just
what's going
arrived.
Was it
Just
that
arrived.
huge event?
You see,
Oh, you had that huge event. Aye, sorted. He's good. Hey,
after that, the bank balance is negative. So there are all of those things. But that's why I'm saying that I think above everything, the good thing about this year, I think I've learned a lot, man. Like, I've learned a lot, and I'm just grateful for the fact that I'm still alive and breathing, man. I think if other people were to face the same things, so so and I do want to say Namuguti, shout out to you, man, and celebrating NayFul podcast reaching 1,000. We have to give you your flowers.
Zip. Hayi mabele bonboka 7 okay.
Nazo give flowers because
Nice, ne?
I think I think there's a day where we did a podcast here, it's sort of like a game and stuff.
Yes,
and I asked him about of not just being funny, but
Laughing through the pain,
being able to laugh at your pain.
Tears.
So that's something that kind of like helps in tough situations. So yeah, man. Otherwise, 2023 has been a tough year, but we've been tougher than the year. That's why we're here.
And
shout out to God for hearing our prayers and sustaining us till this far.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've loved through so many things, hey?
Yeah.
Like, ufika kuhlalo kasastool and you just laugh and you laugh. You even forget that unendo ishendlini. And when you get back home, you're just like, but at least kuko indo eyehlile.
The pressure.
I appreciate that also. That was no man.
Ufuna group hug ngoza sikhale wena nje.
Uqala kumzapha bekredian.
I think i-percentage alitelanga. Hey.
Yabila lapha umqolo. Inoba buye nyuka buye enhloko. Ngathi buye enhloko.
What's the NayFul podcast without gossip, guys? Did you hear about the young stunner and Mr. Visholo saga?
Sometimes it was without gossip. You don't gossip about.
And your boomer.
You started it this wrong, this segment.
Okay, guys. I want to tell you something.
Sure.
So, 2 days ago, sometime during this week, I went to Mount Frene.
Yeah.
You
went there?
Yo, ndaxelela nje. Andifika ke
Ungaqoka manobhiyo.
You don't want gossip.
We don't want gossip. We just want to touch on things that happen.
Okay, so on some of the things that happened this week, and that was actually
Past
trending
weekend, yes.
yesterday, was a situation between Young Stana and a promoter and Mr. Vishol.
No, akenza ngando yena.
Oba.
Mr. Visholo.
Kaloku, he's a part of the story.
But I feel like Abandu missed out on this thing because they want to defend him. Kodwa kenza ngando. Stranger. Umuntu xa ngamazi omnye umuntu stranger. Yes. Abantu ngoku they are trying to put umntulo wakhe. This man has achieved ABC and D.
Context.
Yeah?
I'm trying to give people context.
Sure.
So what happened was, Young Stana was booked at this event, right, as a headliner alongside Mr. Visholo. So when he arrived, they took him to where they were supposed to be sitting. And when he got there, he was like, "Hi guys, why am I sitting with this guy? I don't know this guy. I want to sit with my team."
Uqale emotweni wathakazukhwela naye.
Oh, okay.
Wahamba wafika kwi-guest house wathi kutheni yabo xa izothathwa ke ngoku for uyonansi kuyoperforma wathi mayithathwe kuqala yona uzabulandela yena. Yeah, and then walandela ke yena, and then still naxa kufuneka engenile wasiwa ku-VIP etafuleni kwabona isitulo sakhe sesitulo sakhe waphindwa hayi manje guys masingayilahini wese sinxiba isuti Noma uyangistana uthe othi.
There's a point where he put why he didn't want to get out of the car because bekutaka. But yeah,
those are one of the things here when engafuni nofunqulwa.
But nobutheni na.
Noma lokuthe othi ubone engena emotweni wasichaza emhlekazi ngubani naye wasichaza oh yeah this is youngster. Uthe ungimaka nene wangena ku YouTube.
Mr. Vishon ngubani?
Ufaka into ntoni? Akalala undoza. Wathi yo. But this is a good. Nantsika is a good guy.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. And I think for Mr. V, has done nothing wrong. Again. On his part, he performed his duties and unknown. People focused on him, not on young. But I think most of what has been the argument was that why is a stranger. Youngster might not know him because but we do know him, Tina, and he's been making waves for like 4 years now.
Yeah.
Mculo wakhe, we've been listening to Mculo wakhe. He's been playing events. So he is solidified in our hearts and our in the
his music speaks to us.
Yes, and it's what we are used to. Yeah.
So
Uku focus on he is not the stranger. He is not the stranger to us. But
so when you think youngster was justified
on what?
The way acting guy.
No, I think Nebra, some parts I understand from youngster's perspective. What I don't understand is him saying like what will it do if we like but I understand him not knowing him, even though he's big on our side. So as long as in the head I know let's bump hands and I understand that part. The part I don't understand is where and then without performing. That is not justified.
Yeah, that sucks. But also my chat is, as a promoter, if, for example, I say, I don't want to sit with you, why can't you just like bring another table or move me to another table?
But
why was it even a... Because you're a stranger. I want to sit with my team.
What was your contract saying? Because I think it all boils down to that.
Contract,
your booking contract, we sit in.
Yeah,
when we were talking with your manager, what was your agreement? Yeah. What did you say? What did you specify? When ufuna uzolandwa ngemoto enje uhambe wedwa awufuna what was the contract saying?
I think he didn't specify bahambe yedwa because he thought uzahamba yedwa. You understand?
And those are the things that you don't thought.
Also, but think about it, even when people are shooting movies, guys, Umdu has their own trailer. That's just an example. If you are shooting a movie, you have your own changing room.
But that's not for everyone. It's for the big stars.
But he headline now. He is a big star.
He is headlining with him.
He's one of the biggest stars in South Africa.
Didn't the event have apparently 3 people on the poster?
Yeah.
So I mean, like.
But he was there. Okay.
No, it is, guys, it is very important for us to share our opinions without fearing into a cancellation, because then we will always conform to abantu abathandwayo xa sinjalo.
That's true.
If you think a certain way, share that.
I just want to really understand because mhlambi singa blame our youngster kanti mhlambi this is something that he had stipulated on his contract. Which is, if that's the case, then it's understandable. Because if now, as a photographer, but guys, if you want to book me, for me to come to Joburg and shoot your wedding, one, you have to book for me first class good flight, and number 2, you have to book for me a 5-star hotel.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to get there and then I book a 1-star with BNP, of course you're gonna make a fuss about that because come on, guys, I had stipulated this in your agreement.
And he's coming. The problem is that he's coming. Uzemdanzana ke ngoku lewe yenzeke amount free but then ke ngokuthiwa makaboycott
and that's the fight.
I've never understood
online.
That, and I still don't understand that, because I think we are in a culture, AMD, the one of cancelling people.
Yeah.
And imagine if that was you one incident, and all of a sudden, let's boycott your music. Let's not
Also,
listen
it's
to
not
everything.
even. It's not
even
a
without
serious.
hearing the full story or getting all sides of the story and then getting to understand.
Yeah.
Immediately, let's cancel. Let's boycott. I don't think that it's worth, that.
I think people should learn to think for themselves, man. Analyze things in their understanding,
Critical
and then
thinking is
make an
People do think for
opinion.
themselves. It's just that they've got like stupid thoughts. Like people think. Like, people are just like, and this is
The
not a bad
views
thing.
shared by Obuhle are off Obuhle.
Yes, they're not of the podcast. I also have stupid views sometimes. They're just like crazy, ridiculous. But people think, uyababona babhali thonto kuthiwa thonton on Facebook umuntu ufike bhale read more. Uyifunele uqonde dog. How old are you again? Like it doesn't make sense. So people do think it's just that they think stupidly.
The views expressed the last few seconds.
I wanted to ask, man, what are the do's and don'ts in a friendship situation? Like, what are the do's and don'ts?
Friendship situation now.
Like, when you're friends, what can a friend do and not do in the friendship?
Damn.
And the answer.
Okay, a friend.
Yeah.
Yo, I struggle with friendships generally, so
Ngalo.
I don't really have friends.
Yo. Umdu apa kwenye episode where I have a lot of friends.
I don't have friends. Like I don't have friends that I expect much from. Yeah, but because now I don't give much. Do you get what I mean? So I don't have friends. I've got a lot of people in my life. It's hard to keep on saying close acquaintance. Hi acquaintance. So it's like friend. So I've got a lot of friends in that regard, but I don't have friends where I've got like expectations of them.
I was actually reading a study that had been done on the generation that is living like millennials.
Yeah.
And 70-something% of millennials, they don't find value in friendships.
Yeah.
And in relation and and millennials, we find it much more difficult than before to build like
Solid
relationships. And I think that's true.
healthy friendships even. I
I
believe
think
that.
that's true.
No, but I know.
Isn't
Social
it because
media.
of the time that we're living and social media is playing its
Instant
role?
communication, like
Why can't you? Okay, so if you have 5,000 friends, why can't you take like 1,000 from those and make them your close friends?
doesn't make it's not.
Do you make
sustainable.
people your friends? It doesn't friendship just happen?
That's the thing. I don't know. Like, do you have a friend, Moswell?
Yeah, I told
How
you
did
that.
it happen, your friend?
It just happened, Lyndon Dichoy. For me, it just happened.
Nagu, it just happened.
with one? Yeah, my friend, my best friend. It just was just.
Nganombuza umsiyana
click.
ke, uzawuthi, But I think, man, okokuqala ne, you are friendly with people just in general, and then at times where mhlambi you are in a corner in a tight spot, and then someone shows up for you, and then you think of them, okay, this is a good person, qala. Then when they show up like
I think before
continuously.
even before the showing up, I think even Orlando, actually, I think even the values of this person, I think they align with mine.
Doesn't age count? You can't be friends with someone who's 10 years older.
Hey, that's a conversation for another day. Yes.
Yeah. Because that's another thing with me.
Oh, no,
Like
but
my close, the people that I feel are close to me are all older than me, and sometimes I'm just like, yo, ndiyakwazi ukuthi ichomi yam na upra.
Yeah,
Ngathi ndiyadelela
I also feel like that. Even though sometimes, you know, Lendo dingokola with someone my age that I consider a friend. Actually, I'm able to ngokola with Lomdo.
Sure.
But the conflict, do I then say, well, I accuse
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, what? But yeah, coming back to what I was saying, I I think iba ilanto banyani you as you're saying, but you're friendly to everyone.
Yes,
And
yes.
then you start to see, man, actually, even a conversations there to man, no, I put that completely zones out in it. It's been a conversation.
Yeah.
I had a guy that I used to work with. The Safundo Buffalo seat every time would come back from a school and non quality train was.
Yeah.
So imagine 45 minutes walk yonke.
Ukuye pam.
Kaloku yeke uyepam ubuya from Egypt to endlini kwa 10.
Oh, yeah.
So 30 minutes was to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And endlini, they consider the guy as my friend. I would say,
Hey,
I don't know who asked me at this
45
point,
minutes.
at some point, ukuba, hayibo, why is that uba itshomi yakho? Ndithi, hey, uba ndingamva lo mntu ancokola ngaso.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. Another addition.
Okay, yeah.
So I think part of that, iba ilando le man actually niyancokola and you find your conversations quite fulfilling and mhlawumbe nazinana kanti uba niyakhana, and then from then ibe khona la element oba nyani, then when you're in a tight corner this person shows up for you, you show up for each other, and then I think then from there kuba khona enzeka ba mantyem nganam, and then and I think more especially with guys, because I think ladies, they are not afraid to say, you are going to be my friend.
Yeah. Makhotmane yakwazi ukuncokola for 3 years. Kusuku kunyaka wesine ekane ubagaba lakho bro. 4 years umntu edibana nawe nincokole kuseba 4 ya.
Jonga logo, one of my best friends, lo ndithuba ngoku is like a brother to me. For the longest of time, wayihlala kufutshane, yes, wayihlala kufutshane wasendlini, like it's not even a minute walk usuke endlini uyotsho kwabo, but literally I did not know uba uhlala phi na. Noba sade saphuma primary school and then sayothi xa singena eGcobani kokhona engoku
Yeah.
So just attesting to what you're saying, uba dynamics are not the same between guys and ladies.
Do you
But I
think
think
that
it's enzekela man into a friendship.
Do you think that
Also, I think when you find your people, you just know, man, you know, and it's a thing where you don't even have to say, oh, this person is my friend because they show up. You feel at home with Lamdu, you know. It's just yeah.
I want to ask him because the love from back in the days is not the same as this one. What do you think, man? Do you think the love is the same? Like, love on its own is the same as
I would agree. I don't think
Love
so.
or relationships,
Both.
same
The
thing.
love can't relationship.
But kaloku insinuating
Sure.
relationships.
Both. The
Kanjani?
way. I don't think it's the
It's
same.
not the same.
Kanjani? Why me see each one?
What do you think? Do you think it's the same?
Love is love, Fonin. It doesn't change. Kabano.
Yeah, from the point
action
of
word and the-
defining it,
yeah.
from the point of in the context of
Function and-
living. Yes. Do you think it's the same?
Okay,
Do you
useni.
think omama bethu
Yeah.
olwa hlobo bethanda ngalo nomakhulu bethu?
I don't even think
Thina
babethanda
sithanda olwa hlobo
mama
today?
bethu.
I
Babefanele.
think uthando
And do you
luninzi
think that,
ngoku.
number 2, let me add on that, sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
Do you think we still define uthando the same way that our parents and our grandparents defined love?
That's a question to you, Mpekla
Yeah.
Shikubo.
I think uthando ngoku look more than back in the days.
More how?
Continue.
Because of the circumstances that back in the days were sort of cultural, like forced. Mana uzawucavula Obuhle uyokha amanzi etepini kuthiwe utshatile ke ngoku apha kwabani, and then you will grow to love this person mhlawumbi after 8 years.
I love the example oyenzile. So you're saying that you think uthando lomongo compared to that?
Yeah, ngoku there's consent in it. There's
kaloku
attraction
mna,
in it.
I'm
There's
saying, but I love your example because I would think that even under that would show good love. What love is more is in an unfavorable situation, because you see love in the unfavorable circumstances. Now, usanda kwenza umzekelo kuba back then kwakukhona into zothwala into sometimes arranged marriages.
yes.
Kuthiwe hey nanku that was one band or chat, and these people, they would grow to love each other. Isn't that then a testament of the fact that love was more? Imagine if that would happen today. It would happen. So, and it would be a love-hate relationship all the way. But then things were different. People would actually end up falling in love. To such
Love
a point that
was-
umzali wakho umakhulu wakho akubalisela uba hey yazi ke uhlobo nadibana nayo nozibani kwathiwa and umvu ba akayibalisa even from a traumatic standpoint that uyibalisa nyani ba this
oh,
person
imagine.
yamthanda ngoku nyani like so would you say really that
Okay.
the way that things happening
Love
today
was
it's a
a
testament of
function-
the fact that love has grown?
Okay, Chong. Yeah, so the circumstances in how you put it, ziyangena ngolo hlobo. But then today, women can consent to ukufuna okanye akakufuni. Yabo? Women can say bana xa declare ngawe ngoku. And then that's it, and then they can move on.
Yeah.
Yabo? They can do whatever they want. They have freedom now, and I think love is freedom. Yabo? Like when you love a person, they are free with you. They are free with how they move or how they are and. Yabo? So with a consent, with a freedom, with consent, with the freedom, with also the freedom to live.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think love is more today because of that. Not that one. That one ekufosa awunatsho bra awunothi uxhwiliwe
love
uzohlohlwa
was
apha uthi hayi ndisikhethela
Yeah.
awunatsho sinyanzelekile umthande ukuze kube grand ukuze ube grand wena apha funeka umthandile.
Love was a function of your, not necessarily, love was a function of your values and your priorities. Values as that.
Theni ngofanele
Guys,
Yeah, waske wayozo umntwana. Eh, wenzela umntwana.
hayi bo
You spike a drink, what's happening now?
yivule ekamereni yivule ekamereni
Hey.
njengoba ugqibile bo ulizi yo
But yeah, back in the day, love was a function of your values and your priorities, right? It was very functional. Hey, we
Can I say something before we go? I'm sorry, Nox or Toba, you high, yabuqhawula abantu.
lo understand jonga kwamehlo bomvu
Hayi man, nelo mna guys. I think we have overly romanticized love. I think that's why you feel as if we love more. I think today we have overly romanticized love. And I think
sensationalized it.
love is more than the romance. It's more than the happy times. It's more than the Instagram photos. It's more than the couple of the year, couple goals.
dates.
You know? And I'm not saying go to back then it was perfect, but I think we do need an element, that element, and to balance things
yo
out.
kodwa yo ndingakhangela umntu endizishaya ngayo icrush yam tata cela arrange mani namadoda ayifoni ikhule nimqhwile
So, and I think that's one, I don't know, this is not a scientifically proven anything or study, but I do think that perhaps maybe that is one of the reasons why, and social media has made that worse. Because you go to social media, NayFul, nomuntu wakho uqomba, boy, they are living their life and everything. And you don't know, ukuthi, if you do know, but I don't know why, ukuthi, iba ngathi ayisebenzi ingqondo. Because you know, ukuthi, this is just 1 hour of their lives. You
20
don't know
20
the
seconds.
23 hours.
Curated
you know?
even.
And you know that is curated content because now whatever you take out to the social media
Is
platforms, you curate
what you
it
choose,
and you
yes.
put it in ngohlobo
You
ufuna
edit
uba
it.
portraying. But for some reason, it always has sometimes even if you will not realize it, but even a pressure that it adds on you, even an impression that it sets over, this is how love is supposed to be.
okay
Which is far from reality.
To think that
and then
Hey,
woman said, "Uba,
To
udibana
uyayithanda utywala because uyabona uba right
to think that I at some point was like couple goals. Like people would DM me saying, "Yo, nizi goals." That relationship was goals to people. Like people saw that and felt like this is what we aspire for. Not knowing how we are behind outside social media, but we were, the bar for them, we were the standard. Yeah, but so he's right.
So
It's
and then,
over sensationalized.
you're going to find that I'm impatient. If we're in a relationship with an Obuhle, I'm going to end up being impatient with her. Because I'm like, why ungatufika kwesa standard of Camagu nomuntu wakhe? Then why now? And then I'm like, ay siyeke yonke lonto le. And there's this and kenda thanda uyibona ngokuthiwa the grass always look greener on the other side. But the grass is always greener where you water it.
Yes.
So you might get to the other side that looks greener. But if you don't water it, izawubona iphela iba orange, ibe njani, ibe brown.
So in other
That's
words,
true.
ba uhlukene nobuhle kuba umhlawumbe ufuna ngumsiyana.
Yeah.
Ukungefana because umsiyana.
And you know what? I think that's another thing we have in this generation. I think we spoke about it in the previous podcast we recorded together, that we always think there's something better out there. So much that we don't have patience in our relationships,
work on
so
what we
much,
have now.
so much that we don't want to work on them, so much that we don't want to be accountable, because we're like, if I'm gonna account to this, suka, let me move forward, let me find something better, instead of working on yourself, working on your relationship, because you think you're gonna find your soulmate. Chances are you are gonna
Obuhle ba hayi suka uyanditriggerisha. As a buzzword is psychology. Wena uyiko narcissist.
Yes, it's so bad. I think.
So, yeah.
And I think la magama asetshenziswa bhetere emadodeni. Sawuzuyiva indoda ithi ala mna narcissist.
Yayibona ke.
Kodwa wakwayiva indoda isithi ala mna narcissist lwa.
But yeah, it's true. But yeah, let's move on.
No, guys. But on a more serious note, I wanted us to talk about friendship breakups because, okay. My love is here. I'm going to say my love so that I don't expose her.
Okay.
But she is my love. She's here and she just went through a friendship breakup. That's my cousin.
Sure. So
And she was
I'd
telling me.
the light is, yeah.
Hi, cousin.
Lights have
Hi,
blinded
my
you.
love. She just went through like a friendship breakup, and I can't imagine how hard it was for her because I know how close she
Can
and
you
her
please
best
first
friend.
explain what a friendship and what does that look like? Friendship breakup.
A friendship breakup is when you and Akyuswako Lukule naye decide to no longer be friends. Where you're like, we're done.
So
Get out
sitting
of my life.
siyaxelelana ba except fethu andisagcwali ngawe.
Yeah, it's more like you have a fight and you are not willing to meet each other halfway, and yeah, you don't want to be in the same space as them. The relationship just dissolves. You're no longer in that space. So that's what a friendship breakup looks.
Yeah.
It's when you,
let's just finish this up and then close.
So it's when you're like, I am done with this person. I no longer want to be in this person's life. Maybe you do communicate it. Maybe you don't communicate it. I don't know. But the relationship has just dissolved. That's what I'm asking. Like, have you ever experienced that? You've never.
I think I won't say it was a friendship break.
Friendship breakup where you're just
breakup.
like,
I wouldn't call it that. I would say mhlambi it was a friendship. What?
Fallout.
No, not even a fallout. But lanto ufumaniseka about the closeness that was there in the beginning.
It's no longer there.
It's no longer there. And because I think I wanted to ask this.
Hey guys, why
I wanted to ask this, is that even necessary?
To say, Bana, let's cut our losses.
Jonga, NayFul gogo.
No, I
Okay,
think I'm a hot man. Don't do it like that.
also, Nyansil, I think there's a.
It's a gender thing.
Yeah. Because kaloka mandomba ayaplitana in friendships.
Nah.
Amachita awacho be friend.
It just happens
just
organically.
go
yeah.
together and then that's
So
it.
na
So nayiphela. Omnye ubheka
And girls are big on having those conversations.
Yeah, yo amantombazana.
With the prize uqonda lo mjita ndishaye ngaye. You move forward. Ask. Not to plitana. Oh my God.
Yes,
Not to.
like you were saying now, like if I want to be a friend with you, I will approach you. Let's be friends. No, it doesn't
Ingayibuyisi Stephen.
So I want to know about how do you get that?
But I think the majority of
Hi, friends.
I think I'm gonna love her. I think I'm gonna love her. I think she's gonna be my favorite.
Okay, let me explain this to you, ne?
Best PA. She's the best PA candidate. I love her.
Girls are like this. What happen like naturally? You meet someone.
Okay.
And then you fall in love.
But
you wanna
can I
be
say-
friends.
There's common things between us.
Can I say this, ne?
Until we've been friends.
That's a valid question.
But can I say this, ne? To validate what we're
Thing is,
saying. We're not saying that
Wait.
every female friendship
Yeah.
happens like that.
Yes.
But it's something that happens more. It's
Zange
rare
wayiva
that
uGodman.
even nakayi-one kwi-Godman
Ethi, cela sibe ngicela umngane wami. Yeah.
But
But
ladies
he-
don't mind doing that compared to guys. Not that everyone who's a lady, who's a female, does that.
Yeah.
Now, I know, like, I can tell you stories of, and especially growing up, because I had a lot of sisters in Kule in a female-dominated family. So I would see that. I remember even my cousin sister when Ebuye coming back from Cape Town. One of my female friends, wathi wandixelela kum, engekafiki nofika, wathi ufika kwakhe uzawuba yitshomi yam.
Yeah.
You never hear guys
Sonke
saying
yiva
that.
uGodman ethi ubuya nini ubrother wakho ndifuna ifriend.
Uzawuba yintwana yam. You see?
That is so
So,
true.
and it's not saying that all ladies are like that. Same as even with guys, it's
Yeah.
not like all guys are like
And I
that.
also think we're very more prone to having conversations that validate our friendships. Gents, though.
Yeah. Even
Yabo.
nakudala ngamathera isoloko esithi andidlali nawe. Andidlali nawe ndiyekile uba yitshomi yakho. Ndiyekile. Zinto zamathere ezo. Amajita umuntu uthatha ibhola ekhabele eyadini kowabo. Athi apras nami ndiyangena endlini. Akathi ndiyekile udlala nani. Okanye ugqabhuza ibhola whatever it's action kuthi. Ngamantombi athi okay ndiyekile uba yitshomi yakho bani. Kukhulu even wena xa usazikhumbula. Kukhulwa isoloko ngamantombi that declare friendship and also declare when it ends. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was
Even
alluding
if
to.
you look on social media, if friendship breaks up, is more common when it comes to ladies.
Iphelile. Just post.
I don't know if I'm feeling drunk or what. but- no, you're kidding me, bro. You're kidding me. I don't know if it's this close, but hey, you're kidding me.
You know what? Now,
Phelile.
Ingathi ayisebenzisana le friendship.
Isebenza kakutheni friendship? Isebenza kakutheni?
It's not working. You can see like umuntu ngoku who's really naughty. As a
Akasekho
person,
kule nto.
you change as a person, innit?
Yeah.
I can never. It doesn't really matter like when Thobane you had a friend while you still back in primary.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I can have a friend back in there in primary. As we go, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna realize, but I wanna take this path now. And each one young is not meaning to go this
Take that path.
And then we have to be separated.
Yeah.
Your point is.
Yeah.
Your point is.
Yeah.
It is making me feel drunk. I don't like
You
it.
don't really have to.
I don't know if it's
See,
me or if
communicate.
I can't hear.
Oh,
You
okay.
can see that we are-
There's a
oh,
disconnect.
So let's go to it. And you say, no, I'm not.
Oh man.
I want to ask just one question, because we have to
question.
close because we've taken away 3 minutes. Did you take a sip?
Did you take us?
Oh,
Exactly,
okay.
bro. Because she's also making me feel like I've had too much to drink. But thank you for engaging us. We really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yes.
Because we
And she's gonna be here for the most part.
not
from-
when we record, because I feel like yeah.
All right. Right, because I can't go no you couldn't tell my equal
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we're
I'm falling in love. Do you think this generation
Titilam?
falls in love like quickly?
Kabuze.
I think it's a thing that we do
What?
where we're just like
Ukhetha. Ukhethile
Ukhetha
uka uthi
msinya.
falling in love. Beka kamnandi yena.
No, yes, I have a problem because I think we've redefined into as needs.
Okay.
So I won't even know what you mean, Gosity, ukhetha, fall in love. What do you even mean? Because we've really redefined into as needs, and to such a point that Hi Lena.
Guys, no,
Una-
I'm
una nawe
okay.
izandla ziyajinga.
I'm okay, guys. I am okay.
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm here. I'm with you guys. Sound-minded, like we're
Champagne. Yeah.
okay. Shampopo, but we're okay. You can continue. I'm listening.
So so I was saying, but I sometimes I don't know how to comment in such questions or in such conversations because I feel like really izinto ezininzi we've redefined them and they don't mean what they used to traditionally mean. Like for instance, uyofumanisa ukuba umntu, like for instance,
Ungayiseli.
hayibo. Inobufuna ukuwa ngobuso pha ezitepsini. So uyofumanisa ukuba I remember, I don't know if I was watching what I was watching, but kwabakho someone othi, I don't understand a guy ozawuthi si data kungekapheli ne3 months abesithi I love you. Ndiqoma andi understand.
Kodwa umthanda njani? Hoffe andiyazi.
So and understand, so how did we get to the part of dating? But
you can't. What are you trying to say?
I think
that
the-
you
so
can't
I'm talking
love
about
someone.
there are a lot of things that we have redefined and
listen.
it has changed.
Okay.
Because what I would think that the dating is preceded by an attraction and then you fall in love with this person and then you tell them. So ngoxa kuphela 3 months and then kuthiwa uba yhu hawu ndoyikisile mntaba ndimbonela uba uzaba klingi.
Okay, jonga
After
brane.
3 months.
Jonga, okay.
After 3. Wait, sorry. I need to. Really? After 3 months.
Yeah.
You realize that someone. After 3 months of. Okay.
It was something that I saw on TikTok.
That's
and
weird.
Okay, wait.
and send on TikTok.
Yeah. Let me interject. Interject, right, mas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, the Yes, not being
Brane,
sure.
I think jonga uthando. I don't think to be honest, uthando is it's something that you get so quick. Yabo? I think initially it's attraction. Yabo?
Yes.
And then from attraction it's us getting to know one another.
Yes.
Yabo? And then from that getting to know one another, you realize this getting to know could go long term.
Yes.
Yabo? And then in between that getting to know one another, you realize that you can count on this person. You are safe to fall for this person. And then after that safety, that the
What
walls.
is the safety,
Keyword
first of all?
safety.
What is
Keyword
safety?
Yeah?
But define
What is safety?
What is
Yeah.
Safety, it's when you are, because we all put up walls. Ne?
Yes.
Yeah.
We all put up walls. We all, whatever. We come as master as we are.
Yeah.
Especially in relationship.
Yeah.
The person that you are, Guti, will not be the same person as you are with. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
So you come with these walls with relationship, especially like Kala.
Yeah.
Blended in grand.
And so,
Sweet, consistent.
Don't pay P.
Oh.
Nancy don't yeah all of But then it is not sustainable la way. Ne?
Yeah.
That then ke ngoku, you start to fall short from all the promises that you made for her.
Yeah.
Yabo? Okanye whatever she had in her mind about you.
Yeah.
You start to fall short from those. Yabo?
Yeah.
Then once you start to fall short, your expectation becomes there. And then certain walls says okay, no.
But what's safety? Because that's why.
Yeah, I'm getting to
okay.
safety. Safety is when you realize that the person that you've been putting on is loved, ne? And the person that you actually are can be loved the same way. So you don't have to be that person.
But
you
how
can
do
be
you know
yourself.
that?
Kaloku, you start to drop most from those lo mntu unguye. You start to drop from those things. You start to become yourself. You're outer, better nansi paint the holes yet jingle so.
Yeah.
Then,
but-
2017.
I'm asking
Indoor.
this because I actually think that it
No
is
hate,
not
no
safety that precedes
hate.
that.
Indon.
It's
Oh,
vulnerability that precedes that.
kaloku vulnerability.
He's
Safety
going
comes
back to my
from
chat.
safety comes from vulnerability. You can't be you like Enyek does not exist without the art. You can't be vulnerable where you don't feel safe.
Okay, let me ask this question.
Guys.
Yey pheza uhamba kuqala wena nay.
Hey, when's that? Hey.
I'm not drunk.
Iyabhayisela ngoku podcast yo
Yeah.
influence.
Let's yeah.
Which one comes first?
Safety, then vulnerability. You can't be vulnerable where you don't feel safe. Otherwise,
Okay, wait,
Qonda uba
wait,
yima
wait.
wena yima
Can
NayFul.
I-
Because
break
there are two people in this relationship.
It's not really a relationship. Tsangathanan.
Iman. Wait.
Hey,
Wait. You guys are making
right?
people drunk
Yeah?
because the conversation is moving
Bra.
to a completely different
Uthando kumne.
direction now.
Okay, let me I just want to
Nick us a
decide.
chance,
Uthando mandicacisele ngothando.
magazine.
Soze niphinde niyifumane le definition yothando.
Okay.
Uthando ngamanzi.
Simmamele unxibe isuit namhlanje.
Unxibe suit.
Uthando ngamanzi.
Yayiva la analogy.
Look into the
Izapha-
camera. Look into the camera.
Uthando ngamanzi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Explain kalo.
Okay, okanye mandithi
Go deeper.
uthando white yabo. It's like it's
Color it the way that you want.
Yeah. No. Uthando libhakethi yabo. No man, guys, don't laugh at this. Listen to le way ilandelayo from all these things.
Okay.
Yabo.
Uthando yamanzi. White libhakede.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uthando
Uthando
libhakethi ne
libhakede.
that has all the emotions in the world inside lona. Yabo. That's love. Hate is isuka pha kuthando. Pain isuka pha kuthando. Anger isuka pha kuthando. Happiness isuka pha kuthando. Everything that exists outside isuka kwela bucket lothando. Uthando li bucket that contains every other emotion in the world.
Awuvumi?
Awuvumi?
Magazine.
All things. Yeah.
So that's why I was saying
Do you guys go to the same church?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I do agree
Vitti.
with you to a certain
Extent.
because without if analantu ba iba ungathukwa ne udibane nomuntu akuthuka phe ntshu tonton whatever akuthuke, that doesn't matter.
What-
But
also,
it
I want-
hits differently
Yeah.
awuthukwa
Kumlo mthandayo.
lomthandayo.
Yeah.
Because and yeah, good, the underlying thing is because you feel that sense of being betrayed, hurt, and what drives that is love. So I do agree with you in that perspective. But I'm still not drawn to that question when ndibuza kuba okay ndiyakuva uba uthando libhakethi,
Yeah.
but which comes first? Because I feel like sometimes
Which between what and what?
I don't
between
think there has to
safety
be any that comes
and
first at the Bratob.
deep-
Vulnerability.
and vulnerability.
Okay, come and buze kuwe ke ngoku kwenza you understand. Would you wena be vulnerable
With someone you
to
don't.
someone you don't feel safe with?
But also, guys, that's the thing. These two things can exist at once. Like, you don't have to take away one to have the other. They can just be there. The two.
Ngibuze umbuzo mna why abantu baza nezinye way. Would
Because
you
now I was in the analogy apha namabhaketi namanzi and
guys, masisa phumuleka.
That's what scholars
Yeah.
So I feel Shamna, that was out of context also.
amanzi libhakethi?
Wait, bucket to tell you, bucket to generalize, and this was specific to a question that was asked by
So,
Uber Tobs, safety
okay.
and vulnerability, and you did not
maybe you're going
answer
to
that.
get. I agree with you, Obi, because it was these two things they
Can exist
coexist.
at once, yes.
Ne? But I think we have got to a point, especially today, where we overemphasize comfortability, because if vulnerability requires for you to be uncomfortable, no matter how safe a space anyone
Yes,
can
yes.
build. When it comes to some things that are deep-seated within you, you still need to take that
What?
decision to say,
Aye,
it's
shout
the
out.
I am
Shampoo.
going
Shout
to
out.
choose to
Beautiful,
trust this person.
beautiful.
Love without trust
Regardless,
cannot
beautiful.
really truly
I get
flourish.
trust does not exist again.
So
Masiyeke
today
trust.
we have
Don't
a
go
problem
there.
of trust.
Hayi ewe, everyone does not trust anyone.
Okay.
We need trust issues as needs, and ke ngoku we exacerbate them by dating child.
Exacerbate.
We make them worse by a toxic dating culture that we have.
Oh.
Because then amadonga ethu, we build them even much more higher.
Can we nip this
Yeah.
here in the bud, because I feel like
Yeah.
go on forever.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
once
Sishekelwe 2 minutes
like
ago.
this, it never ends.
Yes. Closing.
1K subscribers.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, how are you feeling right now in this moment?
I feel like our things is starting. It's just starting. We are just starting now.
This is the beginning.
Yeah, this is the
This is the
beginning.
beginning.
This is very early. Yeah, bo. Kasi pako 100K. Unbuze, how am I feeling?
Love that.
Yeah,
So
it's
Tom,
still
how are you
very
feeling?
early,
How are you
Kwangu.
feeling, my guy?
I can say I'm happy for him.
For
Why are
hey.
you happy for him?
No. You
Oh,
get what I'm
okay,
saying. Where
okay,
I'm coming
valid.
from.
Yes.
From one, what he has mentioned in the beginning of the
pod-
show.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, from your conversation, then that much we calendar. You know, it's nice to see things coming to fruition.
Yeah, sure.
So I think it's a proud moment
Somebody tends is a mechwen.
being part of that. So I'm happy, man. And Dinant, I'm hopeful that so colors figure 5K so that we can do something
Yeah.
fantastic.
Ibrai.
Ibrai.
Sizo Brian ngomza kasfikile 5K.
Big day, but
Can
on a
we
more serious
can we
note,
take the cat out of the bag about the 15th? Something big is coming on the 15th.
Please do us the honors.
Ne?
Heal it, yes.
Yeah, let's our sticker.
Please do the honors, yeah.
On the 15th
Of
Of
December.
Galamini Yosia Golis. Tina, we are celebrating 1,000 subscribers at the block. Kwachizama, first floor.
So besine event.
So we will be hosting a
Yes.
celebration event.
Yes.
Full information is gonna come.
Next week.
Asiano bizawudropa nini le episode. Izawudropa nini?
It's
So we
a
can't
Sunday
say
the
next
episode.
week.
So after this episode will come, all information will come.
So all information will come. So we want all the players to come and support.
Yes.
Stakeholders,
Merchandise
and
will
even
be
other
here.
podcasters, man. We want to invite them because I think this is something that I've always said to people who know electronic solutions, who know at the block. It's a space of
Tas.
collaboration and working together. So on the 15th, other podcasters, other people want to be in the podcasting space, supporters of the NayFul podcast, the players, you all are invited. Ticket information will be released. And thanks again to Tas Kitchen for supporting us, and also
Collaboration.
Tas Suits. Thank you so much for assisting us. And once again, shout out to the NayFul podcast and 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you guys.
Now I know each of made his end with the one. You better to try it.
Presidential.
This has been the NayFul podcast, Playas Edition SA. We are out.
Love you guys. Peace.
This podcast has been proudly brought to you by Electronic Solutions, recorded at the Block Studios. And if you want to use our facilities, get in touch with us on all our social media platforms, Electronic Solutions. Email us admin@leptronicsol.com.